All right, in this quick video, I'm going to go over how to do a huddle cut up from the start of the process, finding the prospect, going to their huddle profile, going to the game, starting to cut up clips, and then showing all of our naming conventions for the various playlists. So going right into it, you want to go to secure.prepwarroom.com to access our database. You'll input your information, hit sign in. Then to find the athlete that you're trying to go to, you'll go to recruiting board, filter it by their year up here. So you can go from 26, hit the over arrow to go to 27. From there, you can select an athlete. So I'll start with Jordan Christie. You'll double click the athlete. Right here will be their huddle link. So you can just give that one click and it'll immediately pull you over to their huddle profile. Of course, you're going to want to log into huddle with the login information that you have. Everyone will have their own individual huddle account. As you can see, I have my own. It will send you a dual factor authentication notification, which will go to your phone. You'll enter in that code here, and then it will bring you to the player's, it'll bring you to the home page for Huddle, in which case you may have to search for the player again, or you can go back to their profile, click the Huddle link one more time, and that will bring you to the page you will see once you're logged in to our system as a Georgia Tech coach, analyst, whoever you are. Now that you're on a player's profile, you'll see three things. You'll see a playlist header, you'll see a highlights header, and you'll see a games header. Playlists are anything that we have created internally. These are only visible to people within the Georgia Tech network and on Georgia Tech staff. Highlights are the clip compilations that the player themselves has put together. So these are the things that they have assembled that they send out to coaches that they want people to watch of them. So this will be all their best stuff. So as you can see right here, Jordan Christie has a freshman year highlight tape that he made, and that's publicly available to everybody. Thirdly, you'll see the games tab. Now this is full length cuts of every game that the athlete has played. Now, oftentimes in Huddle, you'll see an issue where an athlete is listed as attending two schools. So Cedar Grove and Southwest DeKalb are registered under Jordan Christie. He attends Southwest DeKalb and plays for them. However, he transferred in from Cedar Grove, and that has not been removed from his profile. We don't have the power to remove that. We don't have the power to add schools. But what this does is it lists both schools' games under games that he has played. And as you can see, it even lists JV games here, which is a little difficult to parse through when you're making cutups. So if you are unsure of which opponents are Southwest DeKalb and which opponents are Cedar Grove, you can go back to their War Room profile, scroll down, and under football schedule, you will see each opponent that Southwest DeKalb has played. So you can see they started the year against Carver, then Chamblee, then Clarkston, and so on. Then you go back to their Huddle account and you can find those schools. So as I just said, they played Clarkston. So now I can see that it's right here. This must be the game Southwest DeKalb, Jordan Christie played in this game. Now, it'll take you to the game, the full-length game cut. Then you can filter over here on your right side of your screen. This tab will let you filter between defensive plays, special teams plays, offensive plays. Now, for Jordan Christie, he plays both wide receiver and corner. However, we are recruiting him as a wide receiver, so we will filter by offense, and then it will just filter you to the 33 offensive snaps that this team had in this game. Up on the top corner, you'll see versions. These are oftentimes different camera angles or a different cut up that the coach might have made. Sometimes this could provide you more information, but generally the first one you click on is going to be the version that you want to stay within. Now you can see all of the offensive plays. So you'll start at the top and you'll locate Jordan Christie on the screen. Right here, it'll tell you his number. So he is number 1. So you can watch a play out. You can use the arrow keys on your keyboard to speed up plays. So if they take a while to snap, you can see the quarterback checking his sideline, going through his reads pre-snap. It takes a little while to snap the ball. So you can fast forward it, and then once the ball is snapped, you can locate your player if you couldn't find them before. Oftentimes people will turn, you can see their jerseys from a different angle. So you can find your player, you can roll the snap back to the start and then watch him from the snap going on a deep shot, and he's not targeted here. So you would just move on to the next play. We only want plays that are relevant. The thing that we are creating is called a point of attack. So we only want the plays where the player is being involved in the point of attack. So right here, we've got an 8-yard run play. So unless Jordan goes in motion here and receives the ball, it's not going to involve him. Hand it off to the running back and move on to the next play. Now we have a passing play, so obviously a little bit more attention needs to be paid. Going the other way, we can go to the next play. Oftentimes, if you hit the forward button on the keyboard, the arrow key, it'll send you to the next camera angle. If that's getting annoying and you want to use that instead of clicking through plays, you can just turn off the other camera angles so that way it'll only take you through the wide angle for each play. Again, end zone play right here. Jordan will make a move, not targeted. This will be a run play. And you'll get the hang of this the more you do it, the quicker you'll be able to just go through these plays pretty seamlessly. Deep shot not going to his side. Jordan line up in the slot here. Handoff. See, and now Jordan is involved in this play. So you can watch it to its totality. He gets into the end zone. And then you'll hit this plus icon. And this is how you start building one of our playlists internally. So once you hit this plus, you'll see new playlist. If you're starting a new game, you'll hit the plus again, and then you'll be able to title the playlist. So we title it in the exact same way that the game is titled. So it will be 9/5/2025 at Clarkston. And that way we know that this is the clips from this game. You can see the game title right here. You'll make that the title of the playlist for a POA, and then you'll move on to the next clip. So say he's involved in this 38-yard pass. He's not, but say if he was, you would again hit the plus, and then you would hit this addition symbol under that same playlist you just created, and that'll add it as the second clip to the playlist. Now you'll just go through this process for all 33 snaps in the game, and you'll assemble a playlist of however many clips it might be. So see right there, he caught that ball, turning up field, 51-yard touchdown, great play by him. And then you can go right here, click the drop-down menu, go to Our Playlists, and all the clips you've created will be right here. So again, you can access this. Again, if you made a mistake, right, I added this one where Jordan's not involved. You can remove clip by hitting these three dots and then removing the clip. So now if I refresh, it'll just be those two touchdowns that Jordan had in this game. So that's the basics of making a point of attack cut up in HUDL, going from logging into War Room, finding the athlete, going to the athlete's HUDL profile, and then creating the playlist based on the game clips. If you have any questions, you know where my office is. Thank you.